We're here today at Wayne's Lawn Service. I'm Wayne Voles, and I had Stephen West here with me. And this was actually a sales call for Stephen. And I was getting some information on grass seed, and I thought it'd really be interesting for everybody on Turf Stop Radio. I'm just getting some answers on seeding. We're coming up on that time of the year. And Stephen was kind enough to come by and talk to me. And I thought, man, we need to get this on Turf Stop Radio. Because I know there's a lot of you guys across the country thinking the same thing. So, Stephen, if you want to introduce yourself a little bit and tell us a little bit about your company and what you represent.
Okay. Well, Wayne, I'm Stephen West. I'm from Sigma Organics, and we're a small regional distributorship based out of Nashville, Tennessee. And I manage the local Louisville office here and call on all aspects of the green industry. But one of the things right now that's really on our mind is seed. Everyone's coming up on that time of year, and it's never too late to start thinking about seed and what you're going to do as far as renovations or overseeds.
Great. So this is going to sound like a conversation and not an interview, because that's exactly what it's going to be to everybody. This is just me plucking Stephen's brain a little bit. We haven't decided where we're buying seed yet this year, and I thought it'd be a good thing to talk about. So, Stephen, if you don't mind, where is seed at this year? Not specific pricing, because I know we're still a month out, and we're guessing potentially at that, and I guess it's not the same all over the country. So,
sure.
We don't need to get into pricing, but what is it? What makes? Let me tell you, and this goes back to just we've been using another seed, been really happy with it, and then last year you came around talking to us, and we thought, man, we'll try a little bit of his seed, and we had really good luck out of your seed. I'm not sure how much we used. A couple pallets maybe, or 2 or 3 pallets of it. I don't know. It wasn't a whole lot, but it was some to get figured out, and we had really good luck with it. So, too many times I think, people want to say, what's it cost?
Right.
And explain to me why that's not the best question a contractor can have with grass seed, if you would.
Well, I think, Wayne, to start out with, if it's the best seed you can buy, if it's Blue Tag certified seed, it shouldn't matter what it costs, because you're going to get color, you're going to get your drought tolerances, you're going to get all the characteristics. But when Sigma Organics sells you the top choice tall fescue seed, we have the assurance that you are going to get it Blue Tag certified, and it's going to be 0 weed, 0 crop seed in that bag, which basically says it's pure live tall fescue seed that's in that bag.
What's crop seed mean? I know what weed seed or noxious weeds but what's crop seed mean?
So basically, Wayne, the crop seed basically says, all of these farmers are growing the seed together in that Willamette Valley out in Oregon. And basically what that means is crop coming from one field to another and crisscrossing.
Oh, okay.
So you're not going to have any ryegrass in there or bluegrass. You're not going to have another species in there unless, you get a 90-10 mix where they purposely mix it together.
So if something, this is going to sound like a stupid question, but so when something says it's certified seed, what does that really mean? I know logically, what we say is in the bag's in the bag.
Right.
But how do you all know when you're bagging that stuff that it's it's a certain type of tall fescue, or it's ryegrass, or it's whatever it is?
Okay. Well, basically what happens is, to my understanding, is that Mountain View seed, obviously they propagate it in the field, and they come up with the variety name. But what happens is, for it to be Blue Tag certified seed, it has to be tested by, I believe it's Oregon State University, and there's someone that is sitting in a laboratory looking under a microscope going, yep, that's a fescue seed. That's fescue. Oh, wait a second, that's a bluegrass seed. Okay. So when you look at that seed label, someone says, for Blue Tag certified seed, I think it's a 5-gram test. And when you think about seed, that's a lot of seed in 5 grams, because tall fescue has 220,000 pounds, 220,000 seeds per pound. So you're getting a relatively better sample than you would. I think for white tag, it's a 1 gram sample.
I see.
Okay, and vice versa for the sod farmers, they're getting a 50 gram sample. So you're getting a larger sample to ensure what's in that
So
bag.
somebody's actually looking at it. I mean, I figured there had to be a process.
Correct.
Just 41 years of doing this, I never asked anybody, okay, how do they really know what's in the bag?
Right. Right.
Thing. You know?
Yeah. No.
It's not the secret's not in the sauce.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah. Someone is actually sitting there and saying, "Yeah, this is all fescue seed, and it's all
I got you.
it's all one variety."
Now, what in your opinion, what's my advantage of using a certified seed over a seed that's not certified, or is it?
Well, personally, Wayne, I think you're getting that insurance policy that someone that is not affiliated with the seed company is verifying, yeah, this is 100% turf type tall fescue. So you have that peace of mind to say, okay, I know what I am putting in my lawn is what I expect out of my lawn, and you can kind of visualize what it's going to look like.
I got you.
Once it comes up.
Now, what's your opinion on coated seeds or treated seeds? And do you offer that?
Personally, Wayne, I mean, we can offer that, but our personal view, Sigma's view on that is, if you can put pure live seed in the ground, put as much pure live seed in the ground that you can. You always can come back and feed it with fertilizers. But there's no right or wrong answer. You have to be comfortable with what you're doing. But when you put coatings on it, you're losing seed out of that bag. So, and it's not a lot of seed. You might lose a couple pounds out of it, but that just makes that seed that much more valuable to you, the contractor, to be able to put in the ground.
I see. All right, because I know we've went back and forth on it, on what we like the best.
Right.
You know, and it's, oh man, we've really had good results with this. We've really had good germination rates with the coated seed and some of the other really high quality brand seed we're using. But I can honestly say, when we used your product last year as well, I mean, a yard side by side, we couldn't tell any difference.
Right.
So
right.
That kind of helped me understand that, okay, well, maybe coated seed's not all that important.
Right.
Maybe this year will be a different result. Who knows? But in our little trial we did on our own, we didn't see a difference in germination rates or brown patch problems. I know here in Kentucky we're having quite a big brown patch problem, and I can tell you that our yards that we did with coated seed versus non-coated seed really didn't see any difference at all.
Right.
I mean, it's just a bad year for brown patch.
Terrible year for brown patch.
So, all right. Well, anything else?
No, I would urge everyone, if you're listening to this, look up Mountain View Seeds. They've got a very high reputable brand of seed, and they're nationwide. So there's a distributor in your local area. All you have to do is search them out. You also, Wayne, can feel free, if anyone's listening to this, you can go to Mountain View's website. It's MT View, VIEW, Seeds, SEEDS.com. And feel free to click on any of the links in there, and Mountain View can be in touch with you about local distributors.
I got you. And then if I know we're here in Louisville, Kentucky, you comfortable with somebody contacting you direct?
Most definitely. Anyone in the Louisville area can feel free to call me, 502-645-4808. If you're in the Nashville area or even northern Alabama, feel free to call our Nashville office at 615-383-0206, and they will be happy to put you in touch with one of our salesmen and get someone out to you.
Good deal. Well, I appreciate your time today, Stephen, and it's kind of a interesting conversation we're having, trying to record this and actually buy for my own company, and do this at the same time. But it's just, you never know what's right as a contractor. Too many guys want to look at the price of seed, and I will say you all are competitive, very competitive with what we've bought in the past. But if somebody can learn anything from this, just know that and give your opinion, and don't agree with me, Stephen, if you don't. But know that the price is not the most important thing driving the bus.
Correct.
When it comes to grass seed.
Correct.
And why would you say professionally that's not the most important thing? I mean, I'm going to make a number up. Let's just say a guy's paying $1 a pound, or he can get it for 75 cents a pound. That is not the pricing, but what's a guy going to get for 75 cents a pound versus what if he goes to a premium grass seed?
Right.
What's the difference? I mean, why do I want to pay a little more?
Well, Wayne, I don't ever want to, as salesmen, we don't ever want to say, hey, this seed's just bad and this is why you should use our seed. I'm never going to say one thing's right over the other. But sometimes that 75 cents a pound might be the difference in weed encroachment. It might be a white tag versus a blue tag. You have to look at all the factors there that say, hey, this derives the price and this is why it is what it is. But, just look at what's in the bag. I always like to say to my customers, how new or how relatively new have your varieties in the bag been tested? Or have they been tested at a university facility? How are they going to perform for you? Because as a contractor, Wayne, you're looking to go as much weed-free and keep the weeds out as possible. So you don't have the extra expense
going back.
Correct, to clean up problems. So don't necessarily rest your laurels on price alone. Look at what's in that bag and what we're trying to offer you. After all, this is the base of everything we do in our industry. Is if you don't have great seed, you're going to be behind the 8 ball to start off with.
Starting off. No, that makes perfectly good sense. We start off with a good foundation, and then we let the fertilizers and herbicides and insecticides, whatever happens after that.
You don't have to use as much throughout your yearly programs.
No, that's a really good explanation. Hey, I appreciate your time, and on behalf of Wayne's Lawn Service, you've always treated us right, and certainly appreciate you being on Turf Stop Radio with me to help share your knowledge and help us contractors make a better buying decision. Stephen, thanks a lot.
I appreciate it, Wayne.
Done it before.